Judd.
I felt bad. Okay, because I completely failed the challenge. But it's okay, because I'm going to make up for it.
It is for it.
It is exactly for it.
He's in a completely different outfit and stuff because he went back and killed like every single thing you could possibly kill without killing another boss. Because he thinks that means it's not like cheating for content.
It's not.
You picked this up at like 1:30 while I was just doing some work in the background. You've been playing it for, well, that means nearly 3 hours. I kept questioning whether the audiences were going to be fucking frothing at the mouth over this, they didn't see us do every single thing in the game.
Well, I think I've made a lot of the audience very angry.
Especially the hardcore ones that pay for the Patreon
Yeah, those guys.
and the Funko Pop.
You guys are getting the really low end of the deal. We've been
Switch.
in our half-sleepedness.
Right now.
We were talking about Marvel movies, and they're kind of struggling for money at the moment and ideas. I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on.
Kevin Feige doesn't even know what's going on. He hasn't taken off that baseball cap in 18 years.
He's really restricting the blood flow to his brain.
Yeah, clearly.
There's going to be new fans coming in, all little kiddies, and they don't know who the Hulk is.
No. They have no idea who he is. So you've got to give them a name that is going to instantly put the vibe and the energy and the physicality of the character. Or because what's a Hulk? I'm confused. That's what kids are saying now, and we've got to make it more understandable for them.
Honestly, kids are stupid nowadays. Their brains have been rotted by social media and TikTok, so they need all the help that they can get.
We've got to make it more understandable for them. So his new name is the Angeloid.
Genius.
Angles coming out at all sides. He is more rhombus than ever. He's still green though. What? What?
We were talking about this for half an hour. Were you saying the Angeloid?
Yes. What do you think I was saying?
The Angeloid.
No. The angle. The Angeloid.
Okay, viewers, hang on. We're just gonna. We need to have a.
We need a sidebar.
Sidebar, 1 second.
That's why, because I originally said it for the Abomination.
Why is it called the Angeloid? What is it called?
The Abomination is angular. You were talking about it, and I said, a better name for the Abomination would be called, like, the Angeloid or something. Because he's got angles coming out of all
No, it's called the Angeroid, because he's angry all the time.
Angeroid is shit. Angeloid is good.
Angeloid doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's way better. It puts
so
an image in your head.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
It puts triangles in my head.
Evil, angry triangles. I can't believe we were completely misunderstanding each other for that long.
Fuck it though. Okay, well, that's not the only one we came up with though.
Oh no, we've got a whole cinematic universe right here. So, you see a young white child swinging across the sky at marvelous rates of speed. And you say, oh, who goes there? Is it a fly? Is it a bee? And you say, no, it's the marvelously charismatic Great Webulon.
Did you write all that? It's on your little scrap of paper there.
You say, oh, you don't say, oh, hey, Spidey. You say, oh, hey, Webu.
Hey, Webbers.
Hey, Webbers. Hey, how's it going, Webbers?
You're looking marvelous and
Do
charismatic.
not call him Webhead, because that's
a slur.
That's a fucking slur in our universe.
That's a big slur in Tiger Town.
That's fucking in Tiger Town, yeah.
That's not what I meant to say.
The marvelously charismatic Great Webulon is from Tiger Town.
And then Spider Town. I don't know why I said Tiger Town.
Tiger Town's very funny. Where does Webulon live? Oh, he lives in Tiger Town.
This is why we're the people for the job.
He lives in Tiger Town? Why the fuck does he live in Tiger Town?
It's Tiger.
He likes tigers.
Likes tigers.
Alright, well, we'll take a step back because we've been giving you guys some hard hitters right now. We've been giving you box office summer insanity. Sometimes to build a universe, you need a smaller story. And you know who would be great for a shorter, smaller story? How about Dr. Small? The man with the ability to shrink to the size of Small.
I mean, it's obvious now, right? When you hear it out loud, it's just, he's small.
He is small.
Right.
He's got Small written all over him. And
Why'd he do anything else?
When this guy needs a trusty companion, someone he can rely on, someone that knows martial arts and someone that can fly around like a bumblebee, he gets Sting Bitch. So fucking sleep deprived.
Dr. Small.
Dr. Small and Sting Bitch versus the Multigasm or whatever.
The Multigasm? Who's the Multigasm?
The movie they were in, where they fight Kong. Oh, here comes Robert Downey Jr. What's this hero that we all know and love? The fucking scrappy guy that can scrap any scrap together. It's Helmet Head. He's the one with the helmet on the head. Yeah, you don't even need to like reintroduce old audiences to
the
that.
Branding writes itself.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you think Helmet, you see Helmet Head, and you think Iron Man 4.
I think Robert Downey Jr.
I think $1 billion. Helmet Head's trusty companion. What'd you call that guy? The guy that is one-to-one with Helmet Head. They are a duo. They're a team.
But there is a difference.
Because we've got Helmet Head, and then the other one can't walk so good, so it's called
We're thinking of diversity statistics, and you know
what?
We're not doing so hot. We are not doing so hot so far.
I love when the character's name is a slur. For that reason, we have not written a Black Panther name down.
Apparently, big black kitty cat. It's not getting past the ads.
Wait, you wanted to call him the KKK man?
Hey, look, we've got a meeting in 2 days. We need to. We've not even got our PowerPoint together yet.
Got a meeting with Bob Iger and the baseball boy. I don't remember what is Kevin Feige. The baseball boy.
Almost everything we announced that day has come to fruition.
So we check in on Randall's face.
Yeah, it keeps getting more fucked up, it looks. It's way different, what the hell?
He's got, he's been hollowing. So you see, under level, where it's 34, there's hollowing, that says 99. Every time I die, that goes up by 1. The hollowing makes his face all fucked up.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
But you get 3 levels out of it, so it's cool.
You've died 100 times?
At least.
Oh, so it caps at 99?
Yeah.
Oh. At least.
Smack your ass. What
You
you
do
gonna do?
that, I'm gonna call security. I'm gonna call security on your ass.
Oh,
Hey, if you come near me with that fat fucking finger, I'm gonna fucking spray you with this mace, bitch.
Get your fanny over here.
Get your pussy lips over here, baby. I need to take a dive.
No.
Oh, damn, you got a stinky fucking ass. You got a fucking nasty ass, bitch. I like that shit. Let's go to a motel.
What's 20,000 divided by 500?
You asking me?
200 divided by 5. 40 times I've died to Dancer in a streak.
Dancing in the stream.
Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody.
You ever pick a lizard up by its little kegels and dance with it?
You ever take the lizard to the prom?
Put it in a dress.
You really appreciate it.
Put it in a nice little tiara.
Lizards get sad because they don't get to go and do nice things.
Make you feel like a real pretty princess.
It's that cold-blooded nature of them. They just don't go to prom and nuts. They don't go fishing. You ever see a fish next to a lizard?
Yeah, I seen that.
You seen that?
I think I seen
Well,
that.
hey, that's against God.
That's a gift of God.
That's evil.
It's demonic. That's against God.
Creepy ass bitch. Get away from me.
Dressing up lizards and tiaras, but he hates fish.
I don't plan on doing it no more. So I dress up lizards.
That's some TLC fucking documentary about this guy.
I quit my job to make fish and lizards get on.
Quit my job at the sandpaper factory, and now I just groom lizards.
People ain't even aware that there's a war going on out there between the fish folk and the lizard people. They're natural born enemies. One's water and the other's rock. They don't get
You ever
along.
played Pokemon? That's like Pokemon. That's how I explain it to the children. I go down to the library every weekend.
That's how I
explain
explain it to the children and the adults sometimes, because they get confused too.
You're sounding like an old prospector.
I mean, by God.
I dream of a time when the fish and lizards can run society once again. Take
But
over
I
from
fucking
the
hate
mammals.
fish, and I never like them, never will. Only good fish is a dead fish. I put it on a finger and eat it off my plate with some ketchup.
I wrap that fish on my finger. I'm very good. Make a
I
good
need some
ring out.
ketchup for my fish finger, and now you get out of my face.
The bigger fish slips into my bloodstream through my skin.
Put my skin up. I got fucking welts, man.
I got mackerel on my toes.
I got a mackerel nipping at my heels.
Every Monday night, you find me down in the mackerel
Down in
bathhouse.
the bayou.
Stick a mackerel on my toes.
I put a mackerel on every one of my toes, and I go to the club.
My children, there's mackerels. I adopted a couple of them.
Man, my children's days are mackerel.
I found them out back fighting with the fish, and I just couldn't handle that.
I said, Lizardina, you put that knife down.
You put that gun down.
They grabbed my daughter.
You put her in the well.
They swam it down into the depths.
I never seen her again.
I never seen her since.
Wife's tear from eye.
I hope she's doing alright wherever she is.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, she's probably in the well.
Probably did in the well.
God,
If I think about it, probably did in the well.
she didn't go to prom.
But I took a lizard instead.
No father should be able to walk their daughter down to the age of their prom.
Yeah, he thinks it's about him. How about that? That's a bit cleaner, I think. Sam really looks like an Eddie Pirates to me.
You look ill.
We are real.
Ill in the head.
Oh, we definitely that. You kidding me?
We'll get diagnosed.
lunatics. Well, that's why we're using
Shit.
Pispudonyms or whatever they're called.
His names.
Pispudonyms?
Yeah.
Help me out.
Oh, you said it.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. Scrubs bathroom clean with tongue.
Stretch his sack. Trace his veins with finger.
Trace his veins. What the fuck? What the fuck does that mean?
Capricorn.
Oh, this is what I suspected. That's fucking hideous. You're heinous.
What?
Did you invent that in your brain, or was that a recess of a memory that we were just listening into right there?
What? Reading star signs.
Reading
from
star signs on their cock.
unstretched veins.
On the veins of their cock. You always talk about horrible things.
Alright, let's talk about the nicest thing ever then.
The taste of that dog that you ran over. We cooked it up good with some ravioli. We cooked it up good with some spaghetti, man.
We roasted that thing, man, and I put the spaghetti up in there.
Yeah, we fucked it from both ends, brother. I boiled it and then realized it was still alive, so I put it in the fridge.
Because we ain't not murderers.
Well, it's a dog. You can't murder no dog.
You can't murder a dog.
You can't murder a dog. You're not a human.
That's man's best friend right there.
This man best friend. You can't murder no dog.
Can't be fucking dogs.
We didn't murder no dog. We just ate it.
No, it didn't. It's in
We
the
just ate
fridge.
the dog.
It's yapping in the fridge.
It's there to chill out. It was yapping, something loud.
It wanted that food or something.
It wanted to be let out of the oven. And I said, no, you gotta do a firm hand with doggies. This is if you gave Forrest Gump a dog.
What, kill it immediately?
Put it in the oven.
Why do you put it in there? No, he's nice to animals. Because he probably thinks he is a dog.
Thinks he's a dog.
Woof woof, Jenny.
Woof woof, Jenny. Oh, hey, Forrest. I'm a furry, Jenny.
Woof woof.
What do you think of my butt plug tail?
I think it's very nice.
I think that's what we always fucking say for Jenny. Oh, it's wonderful, Forrest. I'm very glad you're happy. Jenny, I slipped on the pudding.
Jenny, I was eating pudding and it fell out my mouth and down my shirt and my belly
I
onto
got
the
pudding on
floor.
my belly.
Jenny, I need your help to clean up the
I
pudding.
went to the Olympics, but I got butter on my shoe.
He was nice, Jenny.
He was called Ping Pong or something.
I think I loved him.
I love the Ping Pong Boy and Shrimpo and whatever my other friend was called.
I can't remember.
My brain don't work. I think he was called President Friend.
Mr. Bush is something, I don't
I don't know.
I think he,
I like him saying I don't know. Because the fucking all it like ruins the entire character, but it's so funny.
Did you notice that he got smarter when Jenny got brain cancer?
That's not cancer. That's a little gump.
I'm a brain vampire.
I'm a brain virus, Jenny. I came from space. I'm the great gump. I went to the Olympics. I inseminated the president. I could do anything.
When the president gives birth to my gump baby,
My
I'll be
gumbo.
king.
Watch out for Forrest Gumpo 2 coming out.
He's shitting out his own fucking.
He's popping out his pee hole.
Oh, what? I think you described it like a sequel film. Like, just being his kid.
But it's about the boy that pops out the president's cock.
That's the name of the film. It's like the boy in striped pajamas.
Yeah, and little baby Gumpo comes out in striped pajamas. I love that. Gumpo and the flagged man.
The magic train.
The magic train. The magic railroad. Yay.
Is it fantasy caught in a landslide? Fanta C. I see Fantano giving me a 1 out of 10.
Should we send it to Fantano? Oh, we can ask Vsauce to do Anthony Fantano reviews of all our epic songs.
Hey, Chud House.
You could pass.
Michael here.
You can totally pass Fantano.
Now, do you need your eyes to see? Well, in a case in Berlin, 1984, scientist Wundrak Hoinkevik decided to test whether he could still see without his eyes. He pulled them out and threw them at his wife.
That's the Russian sleep experiment.
Do you remember the picture that used to go along with that? That was a good creepypasta. That scared the fuck out of me. That was the one that really got me.
And put a side by side of that picture and Jimmy Carter before he died.
You're a silly goose. You think...
Fellas, please.
Fellas, please. I'm just a lonely little girl.
There's no need for this.
And no need for violence over here, bro. Clint Eastwood comes in.
Like the so true, but Clint Eastwood. Go away, racist old fuck.
What?
What?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting here wondering where America went.
Clint Eastwood, what do you think of this? Would you summon this guy?
Randall, seems like they had some of that guy.
Hey, for free for like a week, who would you send them out to?
Oh, what would I get them to do? That's such a good question. I can do anybody, right? It doesn't even need to be somebody like that I know. Just get dirt on somebody. Yeah, what would I get him to do? I'd probably get him to like go after like some tabloid journalist or something, get a load of dirty fucking gossip on the guy that runs Daily Mail or something. And then I'd go up to his offices and be like, if I die after this interaction, these images will go online immediately. So I have to preface it with that. Because
obviously I'm about to blackmail him and he's not going to like it, and then he's going to have me murdered by making it look like an accident, like I got hit by a car or
So
something.
you use the PI to secretly gather all this information,
Yes.
and then you're personally going into the office.
Yeah, once I've got my full, like,
You're just gonna get stabbed.
no, because there's a zip WinRAR folder that's going to go out to all the fucking honeys and the Guardian and shit if anything ever comes to harm of me.
Amy, what are you getting from this?
Money!
Oh, okay.
I'm blackmailing him. I'm saying, give me £1 million or I'll fucking tell everybody that you fuck cats.
Right, I missed that bit. I just thought you were like, just doing
Well, I
it.
presume the dirt is pretty bad that Mike got. I'm like, he's probably like hucking hamster at a dartboard. That would be pretty funny. Taping hamsters to darts and then throwing them against the wall.
No, that's not. I thought you were taping the hamster to the dartboard.
Then
and then
throwing darts at
it.
That's psychotic. You're worse than you're worse than the worst of us, bro.
The worst of us. It's a sequel to The Last of Us.
There's a nuclear apocalypse, but all the pedophiles survive. The worst of us. That's what it should be. That's good.
There's a film about that. It's called Monkeys or something. What's it called?
It's not. No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
12 Monkeys are not. What are you talking about? There is no movie about that.
It's got Colin Farrell in it, maybe?
Source code.
No.
Total Recall.
So there's no kids.
No kids.
And it's like a post-apocalyptic
Yeah,
world.
children
So-
of men.
Yes.
You're talking about Clive Owen as well.
Yeah.
That isn't what I said, though. I said there was a nuclear apocalypse, and the only people that survived were the pedophiles.
Yeah. And that's where all the kids went.
What do you mean?
There's no kids because the pedophile took them all and children of men.
No, they aged.
But where do new kids go, huh?
There aren't any new kids. That's the whole fucking plot.
Yeah.
The women can't give birth anymore. That's the entire fucking idea.
No, they're giving birth. It's just all the pedophiles.
They're all
are,
just going to the pedophile island, get swept up by Epstein's.
putting them in a big shipping container and sending them to fucking Tasmania.
If he was called Epstein, do you think people would think he was more smarter? Because he'd be like, oh, Einstein, he was cool. He invented
right.
gravity.
No, you can't say Stein.
R.L. Stein. R.L. Epstein.
I thought you were saying if he was Jewish, would people think he's smart? Like,
No! I'm not just... No, it's just a different... was he Jewish? I don't fucking know.
no, Stein is a fucking... It's a Jewish surname, isn't it?
I'm
It's a
Epstein.
prefix.
Yeah, but so is Steen. Fucking hell, am I going to have to get rid of... Why are you allowed to do accents? I can't do Jewish accents.
No, you can't ask, would pedophiles seem more smarter if they were Jewish?
That isn't what I asked.
I know it's not what you intended to ask, but it's what,
That isn't what I asked.
it's what I thought you were
That's what you
asking.
fucking heard in your evil brain. Jeff the Killer.
Gently.
Definitely killed people.
Not by his own hand.
No. He would have Gus Fringed it. He would have ordered it himself. But oh wait, no. Gus Fring does kill loads of people himself. He kills like 5 people himself.
He puts that guy in the shopping bag.
Yeah, he squeezes that little guy in a shopping bag and then throws it into a ravine like a cat.
Right, let's walk through what you just said. So like a cat into a ravine.
Yeah.
Okay.
People throw cats into rivers in bags.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
The cat's in the bag and the bag's in the river.
They put, what's the bag for? They're just throwing it in like the Grand Canyon.
So that he can't get out.
Cats can survive falls.
It's so you can
Suffocates.
carry him. What the fuck are you talking
so
about?
you can
It's
carry
ease
him.
of
It's a
ease of
transportation
transportation.
issue.
It's ease of transportation, and it gives you a little helping. You know, you can swing it a bit. It's harder to. It's easier to throw.
When you do a hammer throw, cat into a ravine.
A shot putting a cat in a bag.
I don't think that's fair enough. Cool.
I'll turn your mama into a fucking gel cough machine, if you know what I'm saying. I was pumping loads like it was an old towel.
Look at old towel.
What?
What's that mean? Just fucking wanking into an old towel.
Yes. It's something to catch you with, I don't know.
An old fucking jizz song.
You know when you like come so hard it like hits the ceiling and then like stalactites, coming stalactites
It's hitting the
stop.
same spot every time.
I used to sleep in a bunk
now.
bed on the top thing, and it was like a little office studio thing on the bottom bunk.
I used to shoot pellets from the bottom of the
I
boat.
used to be about 2 feet or less, well, probably a foot away from the ceiling when I was in bed. And so every time I would come, I would just kind of aim it at the ceiling and spunk on the ceiling. And yeah, there was a clear tone difference. The paint had gone weird. The paint was bubbly. It looked like a popcorn ceiling on the
Started
areas that I
discolour.
come. Do you know what I mean by that though? Like, is it visually easy to understand? Like, I'm coming on the ceiling because I'm so close to it. Like,
Yeah, like the
and my
bunkbeds.
cock is like pointed straight up. I'm lying on my back, and I'm just jizzing into the
When you
air.
first started saying sorry, I was imagining on the bottom bunk and you were like fucking jizzing up onto the top like 4 feet. I was like, holy fuck, that's impressive.
That's really impressive. No. Top bunk. I was about a foot away from the ceiling. I was lying on my back. I had my cock in just in the air. And I was just coming into the fucking into the ethereal mist, and
It's
kept
the mist.
into the mist and kept hitting the ceiling.
Oh no, he's so close.
You ready?
I think this might be it, right? Wait, go away if you need to. Don't overdo it!
No! Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god, you did it! Oh, you did it.
Get in the
Oh, you did it!
fucking ground. Get
Oh!
in the ground.
Oh!
Now I can get the sword I want.
Oh, you did it.
Wow.
How did you do that? You did it again.
Sweat, blood, cum, and tears.
It only took 10.5 hours. How long do you think it'll take for you to get the big sword?
It's at the end of this area, and then I have to keep killing the same guy over and over until he drops it.
How long will that take?
It's a random drop, though,
Oh, fuck off. Why do you need this sword?
because it's awesome. Because it makes the rest of the game really easy.
Does it?
Yeah, it's really fun because it's huge.
Alright.
It's the big gut sword. It's big berserk sword.
I hope you're proud of Jackie. It took him 15.5 hours, but he finally fucking beat that nasty little snatchy girl of ours.
19 days.
Jackie, what do you have to say for yourself for taking so long to beat that one guy?
I'm sorry.